one more thing, guys, please also share your feedback. If any improvement needed on the delivery and other things, you can write these feedback on the group, so we can basically work on all these things, so we can improve the quality. Okay, go ahead. Who is
So
having question?
regarding ICMP packet, like we have sequence number and identifier number. We were using that as a source and destination port. So
Right,
like
right.
what is the length of that? Like we have some certain number of ports which we can use. So I think sequence number and identifier number, these are the use number. So how do
No,
we
no, no,
use
these
that?
are not the use one. Let's try to do that test. Okay, let me go here. Let me open my Varsha capture. 1 minute, I'm just opening my Warshak. We can run the capture, we can see. Okay, so I will run my Warshak on, skip this version. Yeah, on this port. Guys, if you who is not asking, please be on mute. I'll go here and I will open CMD. Ping to 10.2.2.101. I think ping not work for this host because ping is not, yeah, it's working, right? Let me stop the capture. Show session all, filter application ping. I think because this ping session used to remove right away. So looks like I have to restart the session again. Let me go on this machine. Ping with -t. Show session. So let's just look for this particular session ID. Okay. So they have used this as a source port and this as a like destination port. Source port 512 and destination port is 18688. Okay, let me just stop this here. And we have this ICMP traffic. Go to into internet control. This is ICMP protocol. So identifier is value is 512 and sequence number is 16640. And so we have to check for all the packet because we have to find this number 18688. Okay, 18688 because this value will change 18. What is that one? It's in 18 series. 18176. 18668, right? Let's see next one. One 18688, right? And here we have 18. Yeah, this is the one. This is the actual packet actually. Now in this packet, you can see this is the sequence number and this is the identifier number, right? And if you will see this particular session, it is considering source port. It is considering this value as an identifier, and it is just taking sequence number as a destination port field. Okay. I hope you got the answer now.
Yes.
Hemu, this is Vijay.
Yeah, go ahead, Vijay.
this service or the traffic segregation between the management port. By default, all the things is what are the default packets they're sending to management port, or what are we
Yes.
can after
By
that we
default,
can cut
by default, it will send through the management interface. But
all
you
the
can,
things. All the
yes,
things they're sending the management port. We can if we don't.
yeah, we can able to modify. Yes, we can.
One question.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you, Hemu.
So जैसे L2 पे आपका L2 लेवल L3 हो गया और जो आपका L4 पे पैकेट है, maybe it is OSPF or some other kind of protocol, GRE, different protocol. तो आपने बताया था कि जैसे अभी ICMP में it identify as a this field as a port number. तो वो अपने को कहीं से चेक करना हो तो how we can like, is there any kind of document or through where we can consider like this type of packet, it consider Palo Alto consider this thing, for this packet Palo Alto consider this thing?
No, it will not consider like, because you know
जी
I was talking about like for TCP and UDP, right? We have a
जी
field like source port and destination port field, right? So when it will create a session, it will use these two values. For
okay
ICMP, it will use this particular sequence number and identification number.
okay
Okay.
और
For
एक और
GRE,
question
it will use the caller ID. For IPSec, it will
जी
use the SPI number, right? Because you
जी
know, it needed this detail, right? To make this 6 tuple, right? It need that particular like source port and destination port field. And you will not see in most of the time, you will see TCP and UDP traffic and ICMP traffic. GRE traffic, you will see if you have configured it, right? Otherwise, there is no much GRE traffic.
ओके
Okay.
सर जो ये नेचर है फायरवॉल का स्टेटफुल वाला जो आपने बताया कि फर्स्ट पैकेट जाता है सेकंड पैकेट आता है फिर उसके बाद वो फास्ट पाथ के थ्रू मूव होता है तो ये जो नेचर इट इज बाय फॉलोड बाय द ऑल इंडस्ट्रियल फायरवॉल्स
Yes,
जैसे
it is similar. Like I have just explained according to Palo Alto how it used to follow. Okay, and other vendors, I'm not sure. Like maybe
जी
there's a little bit different flow, but almost all the devices they have this type of flow only.
ओके
Okay, yeah. Anyone have any other questions, guys?
I have a question from slow path and fast path. So I understand that very first packet which is going from client to a server will take a slow path because there is no earlier entries in a firewall.
Yes.
So the coming traffic from server to client, I mean, like, isn't it should be from slow path also?
Why it will go into the slow path?
Because we do not have an entry from source server to source as well,
We
right?
have this, no? We have these two entries, client to server and server to client, S2C. So this flow will serve that request because you know we have a source IP, we have a destination IP, we have a source port, we have a protocol number, source port, destination port field, right? When your firewall have these details, and when any reply will came from the server, what it will extract the 6 tuple, it will basically run the hash, and that hash value it will basically check on the MongoDB database or into the session table, and that time this flow will match, right?
At what stage these detail will get like from server to client?
See,
I'm getting confused. Yeah.
let me just draw the things. Okay, you will get it. Don't worry. We have a PC, we have a firewall, and we have a server. Okay. 10.1.1.70, 10.2.2.101, TCP 22, Ethernet 1 by 2, and Ethernet 1 by 3, inside, and DMZ. Okay, I'm going with that. Now, when he has created this first packet, he has forwarded this packet here. Now, this is the content on that packet. Let me write down here. 10.1.1.70 is the source IP address, right? Then 10.2.2.101 is the destination IP. Source port, let's say it has chosen 1025. Destination port is 22, right? This is
Right,
the
right.
packet, right now. Now,
Correct.
now when this packet received by the firewall, so in ingress stage, what it will do?
Parsing.
It will do the parsing. It
Correct.
will get the source IP detail,
Mhm.
10.1.1.70. Destination IP detail,
Mhm.
10.2.2.101. Source port detail, 1025. Destination port detail, 22.
Mhm.
Layer 3 protocol number it will get, right?
Right.
Because it will look for TCP. Layer 3
Mhm.
protocol number is 6. Source zone it will get because it has received this
Mhm.
packet into this enter Ethernet 1 by 1. So
Correct.
source zone is inside,
Correct.
right? Now, to create this client to server flow, it
Mhm.
has all these 6 tuple.
True.
So he can able to create a client to server or not here, right?
Yes. Yes.
Now your packet will go into the silo path, right?
Correct.
In silo path, when it will do the routing lookup, what it will get from routing lookup?
Egress.
Egress interface and your egress zone.
Hmm.
What is the egress zone here? DMZ,
Yeah. Yes.
let's suppose, right?
Mhm.
Now, what was the like now, because in client to server flow, it's no, this is the source IP, this is the destination IP, right? So it will flip. It
Mhm.
will like put source IP is 10.2.2.101.
Mhm.
Destination IP is 10.1.1.70. Your source port is 22. Your destination port is 80. Sorry, not 80, it's 1025.
Mhm.
And your layer 3 protocol number is 6. And the source zone is DMZ. Now it has that information to create a server to client flow node.
Yeah. So egress interface like and zone, I make sense to me. Get it from a routing,
Mhm.
right? So like is it by code that it will flip or how?
It will flip because when reply will come in reply, what will your source become destination, your destination becomes source, your source port become destination port, and your destination port becomes source port, and your layer 3 protocol number is same, right? Your zone will change. So zone detail he will get from routing table. Now he has all the details to create this server to client flow as well. So that's why, if you have seen, when your security policy allow it, they have mentioned like create and install the session.
Mhm.
When your firewall going to install the session, it will install with client to server and server to client. Both flow is will install that time because it's know the detail. Okay.
Okay. And another question from hash value that you're talking about. So, hash value will be calculated for both client to
Yes.
server
Yes.
and server to client, right?
Yes. Right.
So when any other packet come, like let's say, the subsequent packet come from the same session. So
Mm-hmm.
for every packet, it will calculate the hash value and then it will match or how?
So like in ingress stage,
Mhm.
it will calculate the hash. That's how it will do the lookup, right?
Right. So let's say, I first created a HTTPS for Facebook. It created a hash value for both the sites.
Mm-hmm.
Now in a Facebook, I move to different pages or something.
Mm-hmm.
So for then even then it will calculate a hash value and then will match or how it
No,
will happen.
if you will move like into some different pages,
Mhm.
is your source IP will change?
No,
Is your destination IP will change?
no,
Is your source port will change?
not sure about source code.
It will not change. Your
Okay,
destination IP, destination port will not
it's not
change.
changed. Okay.
Then your layer 3 protocol number will not change. Your zone will not change, right?
Not changed. Right,
If
right.
these things they will not change, right?
Okay.
Doesn't matter, right? Let's say if you have opened like 2 session, let's say you have opened Facebook into 2 tabs.
Okay.
That's a different case. When you will open Facebook into 2 tabs, that time your PC has created a tunnel with basic. That time your PC has been created a 2 session with the Facebook. So these
Mhm.
2 sessions consider like differently. We have a session 1 and then we have a session 2. Let me show you something. Net stat minus n. Because when you will communicate with any website, it used to create a sessions like that. We have a source port, source IP, source port, destination IP, and destination port. These type of socket used to
Circuit.
will be there. Okay, like this is your
Mhm.
source socket and this is your destination socket, and you can see TCP session is in established state, right? These type of
Mhm.
details used to happen, right? And if you will see somewhere here 192 160 137, because you can also able to see this session, right? Right now
Mhm.
you can see for Palo Alto I have opened from 2 different windows, right?
Right.
In Palo Alto you can see, like on my PC it has created 2
So,
dedicated sessions, and in 2 dedicated sessions what is the difference? You can see different
so
port, source port. Okay,
yeah.
destination IP and destination port is same. Even though, let me just show you something. Let me just go here. Let me just log in actually properly. And if you will go here, if you run this command, so netstat numeric yes match 192.168.137.1, you will see I can able to see 4 connection. Generally you will see 2 connections only here. 2 connection will be there, because I think I have replaced, that is the main reason. There are like 2 connection is in established state with that particular firewall. So every time, like you can see these 2 connections, they are just a bidirectional one in established state, right? Not
Okay.
bidirectional, just a single direction, but I'm not sure why it is showing 2. Maybe when I've used to, because I'm using mobile extreme, maybe it will use to maintain 2. Not sure.
Hmm.
Okay. And if you will go here again, and if you will try to run this command, maybe you will get, yeah, you will get all these 4. So mobile extreme is maintaining 4 connection with the Palo Alto.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
the thing is, you can see the difference with the source port.
It's
It's used to happen because it will consider this as a like different session altogether.
Hmm.
Any other questions, guys? Anyone have? Hello?
Hemu, this is Mani.
Tell me.
Yeah, I have some connection issue in between. Okay, so I will go through this video, but seems like this one packet flow, we need to understand, I mean, the whole session. Like this will
Yes.
be practically, we have to enable,
No,
we have
it's not like you don't need to do it practically. Like this particular flow diagram, which I have shown here, right? This diagram you guys needs to create by looking into this recording. You have to create in your book. When you will create this diagram multiple times, this particular packet flow in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, that's how you have to. So
No.
first, what I'll recommend, first try to basically mug up this one. Okay.
Okay.
Once you have the idea on this one, you can go for the latest one. And even though in interview, if you will be able to answer this one only, you can able to crack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the practical scenario, we don't need to go through one step by step. It's not required.
See, if you know the packet flow, it is good because your troubleshooting will become very easy, right? If you don't know, then you will do the big troubleshooting. You will look this, you will check this, that, right?
Okay. So your suggestion, this table we have to be familiar, and then
Yes,
the
yes.
latest one.
Right.
So this latest one, you have any, I mean, this diagram you will be sharing, right?
This like I cannot able to export. If I will export, it will come like very small. So it's very difficult. So you guys
Okay.
needs to prepare from this
Okay.
particular note only,
Okay. Okay.
because extraction will not work because I have extracted like this one, but it's come like that, like very small, so it is not visible.
No, I think we have to go the offline video, then we have to draw the same diagram and
Yeah,
then try
that's
to
correct, because
understand each and every.
it will come like that, so it is which like clumsy. So better you can create this on pen and paper.
Okay.
Cool, guys. Any other questions? And please share your feedback as well. So if anything needed, we'll update.
But next week, before the session, we can discuss about this one once I get familiar. I mean,
Sure, not an issue.
Yeah.
Maybe in next class, what I will open around session 30 minutes before, so we can discuss that.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Sweta, go ahead.
Yeah. So you had shown, right, the SYN packet, the TCP SYN plus ACK. Yeah, I mean, you must have done some debug and you must have captured it, right? So what
Yes,
is the command for that?
don't worry. Just forget about that command because first you can become familiar with the configuration other part. Okay. Once we will complete that configuration, everything, and after it, I will basically I will do one session on the Palo Alto Firewall troubleshooting utilities. Okay. That time I will run these advanced level commands. At that time I'll show you. Okay.
Thanks.
So today, because I have just take out this TCP stream, so at least you have the idea. And when I will go through with that particular session, I will make sure you guys able to create a same type of stream. And if you able to make that stream, you can able to troubleshoot any issue on the Palo Alto. Because this is everything. Okay.
I have a quick question regarding lab.
Go.
You were saying that the Google Cloud give it's for 90 hours or 90 days.
90 days.
Okay, and irrespective of the hours, how much I log in per day, right?
Yes, yeah, right,
Okay,
right. Like they will give you 24,000 INR as a free credit that you can utilize. Like you will keep running your machine all the day, right? And you are not using like, then definitely it will exhaust all the amount. But like when I used to work like around 4 or 5 hours every day, and around I have spent only 6,000 out of 24 in 90 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay.
And once your lab, like once 90 days period is over, you can just create new email ID, use the same credit card, and you can create new lab again, and it will give you again the 90 days credit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So
I just have one question.
yeah, go ahead, Vishal. Go ahead.
Yes, as we see in the fast path, there is SSL encryption, right? So, जैसे SSL encryption अगर first fast path में हो रहा है, then application identification में हम लोग वापस SSL encryption के लिए क्यों आ रहा है?
So generally, it used to do the SSL decryption because let me tell you. See, in fast path, is my Palo Alto Firewall know the application? Till fast path firewall is aware about the application, this PAN-OS?
No.
No, right? And let's suppose now your packet, because if PAN-OS don't know the application in the fast path, then it will not perform any type of SSL decryption, because SSL decryption, it will only apply for the SSL packets. And how it will identify the SSL packet? It will identify when it will identify app ID, when it will identify application is SSL. Okay. If he has identified application as SSL, then after that it will send that packet came back towards the SSL engine, and your SSL process will start. Okay.
Okay. Then the content will identify.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And also, like now, once SSL decryption is completed, it will send this decrypted data to your app ID and content ID, or to content ID, because in content ID they have a decoders. These decoders, they will detect the application shift. Let's suppose people are using Facebook and they're shifting to a Facebook chat, right? So don't worry, like, because today I have just clubbed all the topics, right? When you will understand each and every topic in future classes, like packet flow clarity you will get actually. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So now what we can disconnect, and I will basically ping you guys tomorrow. So I will basically start provisioning your access into our video portal for the videos. Okay, guys. Take care.